Okay, then let's have a go at 7b. The coefficient of x squared in the expansion of 1 plus x to the n is 55. Given that n is positive integer, find the value of n. Okay, so that's what we need to do then. We need to find the expansion of this. And the coefficient of x squared is 55. The expansion of that is, the formula for that is in the formula booklet, so I've got it here ready. So here's the formula, 1 plus nx plus n minus 1 x squared over 2 times 1, 2 factorial. Here's the coefficient of x squared, so that we can write that down. That's the coefficient of x squared in the expansion of 1 plus x to the n. So I'm just going to write that down in the question. So let's go to the question then. So that was n minus 1 over 2, wasn't it? Lots of x squared. So the coefficient of that in this expansion is 55, so that's what we've got here. And then if we move the 2 from divide up to times on the other side, we'll have n minus 1. 2 lots of 55 is 110. Expand the bracket now, and looks like we're going to have a quadratic in n, doesn't it? So we have n squared, n times n is n squared. The second term will be minus 1 lot of n, so that's minus n. And then I'm going to move this 110 over to be with the other terms, so it becomes minus 110. I'll do that in one fell swoop like so. Now, we can either use the formula as a quadratic and solve as a quadratic in n, or we can look for factorization. 10 11s springs to mind here, so if I write 11 and 10, because the difference is 1, and an n and an n, there's our n squared. We need minus 11, because that's a minus 1, don't we? And a plus 10. Let's just double check that then. N squared minus 11n plus 10n, which is minus 1n. And then the last term, plus times and minus, is a minus 11 tenths, so 110. So that's factorized then, and that tells us then that here we can see that n plus 10 equals 0, or n minus 11 equals 0. This one, move the 10 over, n is equal to minus 10. Or this one, move the 11 across the equals and it becomes plus 11. And then we know that n is positive, n is greater than 0, so we can now finally write n equals 11, since n is greater than 0, positive integer. Okay, that's 7 done then. Great.